Hi there! This week I will be sharing my mom's spiced popcorn salmon recipe. It is so easy and a great addition to any bento boxes or any picnics. So I tried to remove the scale and I realized it was too much work, so I'm going to skin my salmon. So even frozen fish works with this recipe. You want to just slice it up into thick chunks. And I like to take out the bones after the stage. I find it's kind of easier with this cross section. And then once you've checked for all of the bones, we are going to lay them out flat and prepare them for seasoning. So what makes this dish so unique is that it has a very iconic popcorn chicken kind of flavoring, which is just thanks to 3 ingredients. We have white pepper, 5 spice, and a little bit of salt. Starting with the white pepper, dust on generously, and then add some of the salt. And then we like to add a squeeze of lemon to get rid of the stinkiness of the fish and just to make it a little bit more refreshing since it is going to be fried. Flip that over and we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Now, if you know my cooking style, I like to freehand my seasonings usually, but the description box will contain the exact recipe that my mom uses. Now we are going to prepare our first batter, which is a batter made with flour, some of the 5 spice powder, a tiny bit of salt, and then we're going to add in water. So you can follow the measurement for this part because it can be a little tricky at first to get the right consistency. But this is what we're looking for, something that's thick but still pourable, like that. And then we're going to coat our seasoned fish in there by just giving it a light toss. And then we're going to make our dry coating. This is a mix of flour, cornstarch, and seasoned with a little bit of salt, some more white pepper, and a little bit of the 5 spice. Those 2 spices in combination is what gives us the iconic flavoring. Alright, now we're going to dredge the battered fish in this second layer. The cornstarch is what's going to give you that crunchy texture. So because we added lemon juice, you want to not leave the fish marinated for too long, otherwise the texture of the fish will kind of denature. One little tip is to not wash your hands when it's filled with batter so it doesn't clog your sink. So I just heated up some oil until it's smoking and then I turned off the heat. And then I place my fish in. This is my trick to getting super tender fish when shallow frying. And as you can see, I'm not putting too much oil, so it's not really deep frying. I find this to be the easiest way because then I won't have too much excess oil to dispose of. Over frying your fish can dry it out and it can fall apart. So as soon as it gains that color on one side, flip it over. It takes about 30 seconds on each side. I like to season it with a little bit of salt to keep it crunchy because the salt will remove any excess moisture. So at this point, the oil is not hot enough anymore, so I'm going to actually turn the heat back on to just like a medium high until you can see the bubbles bubbling like this, and that's the sound you want to look for. So all I did is one flip until both sides are golden. I'm just making a bento box, so I'm frying up some veggies, cooking up some eggs, and my salmon is going to be my protein. So you also use this idea if you like it for your kids' lunch or your partner's lunch, or just for yourself. Super easy. And let me tell you, this fish tastes amazing even cold. I could even have this in like a salad of sort with roasted veggies. Oh, so good for the fall. Anyway, I hope you will try this recipe and let me know what you think. Happy eating!